Dear students, today I am going to teach you game playing. Game playing theory is also called adversarial search. As we know that there are many games which can be played using computers. These can be divided into single player, two player or multiplayer games. Single player games include 8 puzzle problem, 15 puzzle problem where we need of the single person to play. Two player games include chess, checkers, tic-tac-toe games, as I have given example to you. Multiplayer games which involve more than two players include card games like bridges, etc. All of these have different goals and hence different artificial intelligence techniques can be used to solve these. However, one thing is common, that the game tree. You have to create here a game tree which need to be generated to find the solution for game. So we have to create the algorithm for finding the optimal solution of this game tree. As we know that the term game means a sort of conflict in which an individual or groups known as player participate. As you see the games on internet or as well as in computer where actually conflicts arise. You have to win and computer also want to win. So the move of the computer as well as your move will be better. Whoever will win. Game playing is different in many respects from other such problems. First, the move are not in player hand. It is difficult to predict the opponent's move. When we talk about the 8 puzzle problem, then there is the single-handed game. But but in case of the chess, in case of tic-tac-toe, where games is not in your hand. It depends on opponent also. Second, since there are two players, there is always a time limit or there is a chance of opponent win. It is advisable to select approximate move instead of waiting for the optimal move. Adversarial search is used in game playing, which uses heuristic search. For example, min-max search. So we will talk later about min-max search. Now I am going to teach you how the game tree represent. Game tree represent in the form of state space search. Here you can see that it is the initial position of the board where uh, though where two players are playing. One is the computer and second one is the opponent. Computer's chance is x and opponent chance is o. So when a computer will play, then it will take move x, and opponent will play, then it will take move o. So when x will play, then x can take any cells out of these 9 cells. So rest of the 8 player in the next level will be for opponent. Opponent is O. So similarly, it will increase level by levels, and at at a time at one time you will get a solution. This solution either will be the favor of X, either will be favor in O, or it may be draw. So this may be the in three position loss, win or draw state. So what is the new aspect to the search problem? There is an opponent we cannot control. Here is an opponent we cannot control because it should depend on opponent move. Common can produce enormous search process. Here search search space very much enormous and moves will be very much enormous. And this is called state space, and one path will be like that to provide your solution either in the draw or either in the loss state or either in the win state, which is called a solution path. So how can we handle this? When we talk about the complexity of the game playing, assume the opponent move can be predicted given the computer's move, how complex would search be in this case? So it is too much time complex. Its complexity like a depth first search because it follows the concept of the depth first search. Here its complexity is order of b to the power d, where b is the branching factor and d is the depth. So this is also called the greedy search. And here we have to take an evaluation function. An evaluation function is also called a utility function. It is used to map each terminal state of the board to a number corresponding to the value of that state to the computer. Here utility function is produced on the leaf node as well as you can set at the terminal node, and this is positive for winning and negative for losing and 0 for drawing, or you can take any other value also, but it depends on the less value. If you have less value, then you are losing the game. If you have higher value, you are winning your game, and if you have 0 value, and this means you are draw the game. Typical value will be loss to win, minus infinite to plus infinite, and either you can take typical value minus infinite to infinite, or you can take typical value minus 1 to plus 1 for terminals value. This terminals value as well as called evaluation or utility function is also called the heuristic values. So how you will perform this? So first of all, you have to expand the search tree to a terminal state on the each branch. Then evaluate utility of each terminal board configuration. Then make the initial move that result in the board configuration with the maximum value. So you can see by the help of this diagram. This is a initial condition, and it is a move of, you can say, the computer possible move, and this is the opponent move, and this is the terminal functions. Terminals function as well you can say the evaluation function. So computer has to increase its moves. It means maximize his moves. So how it will maximize? So it will take maximum values level wise according to this greedy search using an evaluation function. So this is the board evaluation from computer perspectives. So it will take maximum value of -7 and -5, which will be -5, and maximum value of 3, 9 and -6 will be 9, and maximum value of 0 and 2, which will be 2, and maximum value of 1, 3 and 2, that will be 3. In the next case, computer will take the maximum value of this level, which will be 9. So this thing is only possible when one player is playing. But the thing is that here two players are playing. That's why computer cannot ignore the opponents. So assuming a reasonable search space, now we are again assuming a reasonable search space. What the problem? This ignore what the opponents might do. This thing that we have discussed here. This ignore what the opponent might do. Computer chooses C. Here computer is choosing C. And opponent chooses J. If opponent chooses J, J's value is very less and computer's value is very high. Then it means opponent chooses J and defeat computer. Then opponent can defeat the computer. But so we will not take this case in actual practice. So we will use here min-max search procedure. By the help of min-max search procedure, we can do it in more appropriate fashion. So min-max, what is the min-max search procedure? Min-max algorithm is a specialized search algorithm which returns the optimal sequence of moves for a player in a zero-sum game. Zero-sum game means two players game. The initial state is the board position and information on which player move first. It is given. Board position, at the board position represent which player is moving first and which player is moving second. The successor function return a list of move, state pair, which each indicate a legal move and the resulting state. The terminal test determine when the game is over. Ending state is called the terminal state. The utility function assign a numeric value to the terminal states. For example, if the option are win, loss or draw, the terminal value will be +1, -1 or 0 respectively. These state and legal moves form the game search tree. So you can see the help of one example or two example of min-max principle. First of all, the principle of min-max is that opponent will assume the burst move, and the computer will assume the best move. Best move means maximum that has maximum value, and computer will accept the worst move that has minimum value. It may be in minus. Given there are two players till the terminal state, high utility number favor the computer. It means computer should choose maximizing moves. Low utility number favor the opponent. It means smart opponent chooses minimizing move. Minimax principle. Now I am explaining Minimax principle by the help of one example. Here you can say that the computer assume after it move, the opponent will choose the minimizing move. So you can see this is the term of computer and this is the term of opponents. Opponent need to choose the minimizing move and computer need to choose a maximizing move. So in the case of these are the terminal state which are represented in the orange circle. So you can see that opponent will take the minimum value of -7 and -5, which will be the -7. Minimum value of 396, which will be the -6. Minimum value of 02, which will be the 0, and minimum value of 132, which will be the 1. And computer chooses the best move. It means maximizing move, considering both its move and opponent optimal move. So computer chooses maximizing move. So maximizing move of the -7, -6, 0 and 1 is 1. Propagating min-max value of the game tree. So these value, as you have seen, propagate upwards. So in the backtrack function, as well as you can set that this is the first fashion and that first fashion backtracking. It's like a backtracking the value. Propagate minimax value of the game tree. Explore the tree to the terminal state. First of all, you have to go at the terminal state. Then evaluate utility of the resulting board configuration. So utilities are already given. If these are not given, then first of all you have to evaluate the utility. The computer makes a move to put the board in the best configuration for it, assuming the opponent makes the best move on her. Move the leaves. Start from the leaves here. Assign value to the parent node as follows. Use minimum when children are opponent move and use maximum when children are computers. So you can see this minimax example by the help of this deeper game tree example. So these are orange circles are representing the leaf nodes and the terminal nodes and denote its utility value. These and this is the term of max. This is the term of max, and this is the term of min. This is the term of max, and this is the term of min. So you can represent like this. So first of all, this min will take the value from 3 and -5. So minimum value of -3 and -5 will be -5. So you can see that this -5 has appeared here. And on the next level, the value of 4 and -5, maximum value of 4 and -5 will be 4. And minimum value of 9, -6 and 0 will be 9. And minimum value of 3, 5 will be 5. Sorry, maximum value. And maximum value of -7 and -9 equal to minus 7 because it is the term of computer and it will take the maximum value. And its subbat is the term of the minimum, then it will take the minimum value. So minimum value of 4 and minus 5 will be minus 5, and minimum value of 3, 8, 9 will be the 3, and minimum value of 5, 2 and 7 is the minus 7. And again it is the term of the max, so it will take the maximum value of the minus 3, minus 5, 3, 0 and minus 7 will be the max. So computer got the maximum value. So this is the general minimax algorithms procedure. You have to follow this procedure to perform any example of minimax algorithm. So for each move by the computer, first of all perform depth first search to a terminal state. Then evaluate each terminal state, then propagate upward the minimax value. If opponent move, propagate a minimum value of the children. If computer move, propagate a maximum value of children. This have to do at every step. Opponent steps you have to take minimum value, and computer's state you have to take maximum value. But finally you have to do choose move with the maximum of the minimax value of the children. It will be performed in the root node. So following point I have to note it. Minimax value gradually propagate upward as DFS proceed. That is minimax value propagate up in left to right fashion. Minimax value for subtree propagate upward as we go. So only order of BD nodes need to be kept in memory at any time because it follow the depth first search. That's why the space complexity of depth first search is the order of B multiplication of D. It means B is the branching factor and D is the depth of the tree. So here the space complexity also be order of BD. So this is the another example. It is a two-ply game. This is the two-ply game means it has two levels. It means it has depth 2. So this is the perfect play for deterministic game. And the idea is that choose move to position with highest minimax value, best achievable payoff against best play. So here we have to play best. And this is the term of min and this is the max term. Here you consider this is the computer's terms and this is the term of the opponent. So opponent will take the minimum value of 3, 12, 8, which will be the 3, and it will take 2, 4, 6 minimum values is 2, and minimum value of 14, 5, 2 will be the 2, and maximum value of 3, 2 and 2 will be the 3. So 3 will be the answer. Maximum value. So as I as I as I have said that this follow the concept of the depth first search. That's why assume all terminal state are at depth d and given branching factor v. So space complexity is same as the depth first search in depth first search. So order of b multiplication of t, and time complexity is same as depth first search. So order of b to the power t. So the time complexity here is the major problem since computer typically only has a finite amount of time to make a move. This minimax algorithm is impractical in practice because it takes big state space and so much time complexity. So we can perform depth limited search instead of the depth first search here in minimax algorithm, but we cannot do it because evolution defined only for terminal state. So we have to reach a terminal state, otherwise you cannot perform functionality. We need to know the value of non-terminal state on the basis of the terminal states. So what I have observed here, minimax algorithm presented above require expanding the entire state space. So create a enormous state space. Severe limitation, especially for problem with a large state space. It has severe limitation, especially for problem with a large state space. When you have large state space, then number of move from the terminal state to root will be very much large. And some node in the search can be proven to be relevant to the outcome of the search. So this is the observation, and thank you so much. And in the I would like to say that in the next class I will teach you alpha beta cloning. This is also called the alpha beta cutoff. These are the refinement in min-max search procedure. There are other refinements also in min-max search procedure that I will discuss. Thank you.